totally forgot that he probably had radar and he could see my entire army. I go on a scouting party right there to see what I can do, and I think I lose all my fighters. No, I... Well, now that we were embroiled in battle, I guess I had to send my guys forward, and I lost a bunch of fighters. That sucked. See, now I've got my turrets over here, my anti-air turrets, and I got a pretty good defensive. In hindsight, I probably should have put a shield there, but I don't think I never had to. I never really got attacked there. I'm pretty much pumping out units like at all times from here. This was one of the one games that I've ever played where I was actually really low on energy most of the game. I did not build very many energy generators, and I think it wasn't too bad. The match turned out pretty good. Lost all my army there. Not a good thing. Now at this point, he probably could have attacked me and done a significant amount of damage, but for some reason he just chilled his base. After the game, he told me that since he's seen most of my army in the middle of the map, he was scared to attack, thinking I had a bunch of like a lot of anti-air turrets in my base. But even so, they wouldn't have done much. And there we go. I'm building my naval factories. One thing I told him was that after the beginning of the game, turrets aren't all that effective. You have to back them up with units for defense. You can't just use turrets because the units themselves get so powerful that doesn't really matter. They take out turrets left and right. See, what I'm doing right now is I'm building a lot of different types of units. I've got fighters, I've got anti-air, I've got turrets, and I've got my battle cruisers over here. What I was thinking is I'm going to move my battle cruisers up here, and then I make a pretty cool attack. It's a pinch attack. What I made is it turned out pretty good. See, I did another scout over here. He still doesn't have anything over there. And in fact, he only has his 4 or 5 mass extractors to my 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so. And I'm bringing my engineer up here to take this island to make it 13. And I move out my battle cruisers, or my cruisers, soon. It's going to be a pretty cool attack. After the game, he told me that he's seen all these fighters, and he thought that was way too many fighters. I mean, had I not stopped scouting, I could have seen that if I could have came around the rear and attacked him and taken out a good chunk of his gunships. But in reality, I don't think it would have been worth it. So I brought my 5 cruisers up here. Whoa. And I'm attacking his factories. That's interesting. So I bring up I have air cover for my cruisers while I waste his factories, and I bring my tanks and anti-air over here. So I can pretty much take care of most of what he can throw at me on either side. and then I'm bringing my tanks up, and he's moving his gunships, taking care of my tanks. And this is where it gets really interesting. I totally forgot that he had an ACU up until this point, so I moved my tanks forward, thinking, yeah, I can probably take it right now. So I move in for the kill, and here we go. Looks like that engineer was trying to heal him, but it doesn't matter. I got my missiles coming in from my gunships, and there's the kill. From my cruiser, sorry. So I lost most of my army over there, or rather all of it, but I got the kill, and it wasted almost his entire base. Had he been 2 inches to the south, it would have blown up those mass extractors, and I would have won. So I'm still producing my army, and he goes out there and he wastes my cruisers. But hey, I think it was I think they did their job pretty nicely. Now, had I moved in with these tanks faster, I think I could have went in there and taken out his mass extractors. I don't remember what happened. I think he moved his gunships back over, and there goes my cruisers. I never realized how close to victory I was at this point. I came in there thinking there was still a bunch of factories and stuff that I had missed, and he had more mass extractors than that. So I mean, if I had rushed forward instead of trying to take out this research station, which wasn't a bad idea in itself, but he's down to his last mass extractor right there, and then his gunships come in. It comes down so close. Wait. Oh yeah, he still had an engineer. Totally forgot about that. But still, it's down to his last unit, and he still fended me off from that. But it was a like I said, this was one of the more fun matches I've had in a long time.